Welcome, Professor.
Cerebros.
Ooh, we're in. Welcome to Cerebros. With me, as always, we got the Wolf.
Finally!
Oh, God, he's too hyped up. This is what he did 6
The
shots.
Wolf has come back
I got down
to Cerebros.
This is, look at him.
This is great.
He is on 2 Adderalls and 5 shots of espresso. This is going to be a wild episode.
I'm just living my best life.
Cocaine would be a downgrade. Also, Jose Rubiani.
Cocaine's for a bitch.
Oh my God, I'm so.
He is going to shit
very
his
excited.
pants in 3 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just going to slide on out.
So
yum.
good. when it
Let's
touches
jump
your
into it.
lips.
Also, before we get started, Joe, we had a false start.
Yes,
had a
we
false
did.
False start where
Yes,
we
did. Are you recording now this time?
no one knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
There's no way to know. There's no way to know. So
Excellent.
we'll pray. We'll pray. This is live. We're live.
We clearly can see ourselves now.
That's all. It's all. It's just going to be us like looking at
Yeah,
ourselves.
it's a problem.
And no one's looking at each other. We're all just
What are
looking
you
at each
doing?
other. Oh,
Should I wear a different color?
it's like Wayne's World when they're finally seeing themselves on Noah's Arcade.
It's
produced.
like it's us, but it's not
But
us.
It's not us.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
I believe I requested the hand job. God, that movie.
The movie is
It holds up.
Do you know
Number
they-
one.
You know they
It's
wrote
number
it.
one.
They wrote it in 23 hours.
Yeah.
They went overnight, and they made no edits. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but
It's
I
like
did
the
say it.
Cerebros of movies.
I just said that.
No
it's a
edits.
podcast. Jose, I want to bring this up to you, old friend.
Sure.
So it is going to be hard to stare at myself the whole time I record
Yeah,
this.
this
It's
was a
fun.
huge mistake.
We've made a terrible mistake. If you're not on the audio version, if you're listening just straight up audio,
Yeah.
jump on YouTube. We've got
Absolutely.
video up. Only God knows if it's working.
Get up on
Yeah,
that
it might be choppy
YT.
again. Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah. So I want to bring this up. This is a toy topic. Oh, real quick.
So excited.
Shout
No.
You want
This
that?
is my shout out
All right.
to my numero uno,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Holiday.
That's my dad.
One love, my brother.
Yes. Jose's dad, who doesn't
My
love
first
us.
and only fan.
Jose,
I
tell
got
him.
one.
You are definitely.
I'm so excited about this.
Tell
He is-
him what Jose. Tell us the story about your dad real quick before we get into the episode.
Sure.
Just make sure it's not racist.
Okay.
It's his dad.
My what about my dad? My dad's awesome. He's a big fan of the show, friend of the pod, I guess you could say.
But he's a fan of Joe,
fan of
and not a fan of
just-
you or me.
Not me. No.
Or his
Yeah. So I
grandson.
go, hey, I'm very excited. Hey, Dad, gonna do this podcast. Oh, I'm so proud of you, son. 10 seconds into the podcast, Joey makes some sort of dick and fart joke, and my father is in pieces, and is now a lifelong fan of the Wolf.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not his son or
No,
the guy who's
yeah.
been doing comedy for
I
15
just
years.
faded into the
The
background.
funniest guy is the brother, who now you can see he's not going to let it down. His ego is out of control.
This is great. Yeah. It's great. No, but yeah, he's great. He's a huge fan of pod. Yeah.
So I want to throw this question at you, Jose. So for Christmas, it's like 1987 or 9.
Okay, I was one.
Who knows? No one knows.
It was in the 90s. It was
Sure.
definitely.
Was it 90s, you think?
Yeah.
90s,
Turtles
yeah,
were
90s.
90s?
90s, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So my mom gets us Ninja Turtles, right?
Sure.
We have
Okay.
now a little backstory. We have a stepbrother who we don't see. I haven't seen in years.
We haven't. We saw him for a lot, and then they cut him.
Yeah, he was like
he's
straight
written
up,
off.
like a brother. Came over every day. Then one day disappeared to the fact that no one, like my stepfather had a PI looking for him. We couldn't find him.
That was way later.
That was way
Jesus
later. But no, he
Christ.
disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
And then come back. He came back like religious or something. Only God
Yeah, he
knows.
went to we lost him. He found Jesus. One
Yeah,
of those.
yeah.
Ah.
So either way,
Good for
Christmas, my mom, they get our stepbrother the sewer for Ninja Turtles. Joe gets the sewer. I see 2 people open the sewer. I go, here we go, baby. A sewer time for the G-Man. Oh, I'm going to put my G.I. Joes in there. I'm going to put a real hamster in there. I open it up. pizza thrower.
Oh no!
I got the goddamn pizza
God.
thrower. Which, let me tell you, the first thing that happened with the pizza thrower. I open it. I go, I guess the thing flings pizzas. That's pretty fun. Joe says, I wonder if it hurts, and shoots 100 pizzas into my face. Those things shot like shooting little razor blades. They were so thin and so slicey.
Slicey, yeah.
Dude, and they shot so fast, and I took about 40 to the face immediately.
Of course.
And all the pizzas.
I was accurate at a young age.
So Joe has the sewer, my stepbrother has the sewer, and I have a pizza thrower that is already all the pizzas are lost.
Yeah.
The pizzas were lost immediately. And my mom was like, do you guys like it? And of course I was like, I love it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. But like, come on, man. That's like
Classic.
Yeah.
Is that like
In hindsight,
it's
I think that Dale actually asked me, like, what does your brother want? I said,
Of course, you were
he
behind this.
really wants that pizza thrower.
Oh my God!
Joe's
You had input.
reign.
You had input.
Joe's reign of always having the superior toys was so strong. I think we talked about it last episode.
Because I'm thinking of it this way. What's the coolest Ninja Turtle toy I could have? The sewer. What's
Yeah.
the second best one I could have? The one I could shoot shit at my brother with.
Yeah.
that you're eventually just gonna take from him.
His mindset, I think, was, well, I want the sewer, I want the blimp. I can't tell Mom to get Greg the blimp because I want the blimp, so I'll wait till next year. So we'll get Greg the bottom barrel toy
You
so that
got
he
the
can just
blimp.
keep. I didn't get the blimp.
You got the blimp.
You know what? Maybe I did get the blimp.
You got the
Yeah.
I
blimp
think
because
I
you
got
want to
that
know
on my
why?
birthday. Why?
Because you got the. I want to know why I remember this shit.
Tell me.
You got the blimp, and then I got a giant mutant mosquito.
Yes.
And at first I was like,
mosquito.
Oh, Baxter?
no, what?
No,
No,
you ride
Baxter
on them.
Stockman was a fly, but this was like a mount.
Yes.
And I remember looking at it, and I go, what the fuck is this? And I took it out and I go, you know what? I ain't even mad. He's got a big ass needle on his face. I'm gonna stab my brother with this.
Also, he's a creature.
Yeah, I love
creatures.
animals and creatures.
She
I'm
loves
like, all
creatures.
right.
Yeah.
The blimp was fucking sick.
the blimp
the
was
blimp was the
sick.
best. Blimp was the best. The the dome. Krang's
the
Terror-
Terrordrome.
Oh, the
Terror
Terrordrome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't have the we didn't have the Terrordome. That was like a cousin had one.
Yeah, we never got the Terrordrome.
No, we didn't get the Terrordome. Joe would do a constant thing where you take the back of the toy,
Yeah.
you know, at the back of the package, and it would show you the other figures.
Mm.
And Joe would just go, okay, here's what I can get. He's getting this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and Greg would, and he would just go, you're getting the, I don't know, puppy that turns into a dildo. That's the one you can have. And I had to get all the dildo puppies.
For the record, I was way more fair with Ninja Turtles than I
Yeah.
was with anything else.
What?
Because you, no.
Were you?
Yeah, because you got Leonardo and Donatello, and the reason was because you liked them fucking better. I remember that very clearly.
I liked Leonardo.
Raphael, I got, but Raphael wasn't cool yet. Raphael
what?
was.
Joe was on the the bleeding edge of Raphael.
I loved-
Raphael hard body. That's my favorite color is red because of Raphael.
I loved Michelangelo because of nunchucks. Raphael was like not the badass that he became later.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So I got those two, and Greg got the other ones. And then I was more into the weirder Ninja Turtles. Like I wanted Leatherhead real bad,
Well, of
Triceratops.
Of
Yes.
course you do.
And I
Yeah.
of course. And I will also say that I only wanted the cool ones because Joe was showing me that they were cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I'd be like, yeah, I want Panda Guy. I don't know who Panda Guy was.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wanted Panda Guy. And
He was
Joe's
dope.
like, yeah, okay, man. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm happy. And then then I'd see the fucking Ninja Turtle that came with a shotgun, and I was like, I made a terrible mistake. Why did I didn't pick? Leatherhead came with a shotgun.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leatherhead was hard.
Yeah,
That was a hard style.
and Joe got the Foot Clan guy.
Oh,
Now,
I
this is a
love me
classic.
some
He talked about last episode. He loves the Foot Clan.
Yes, he loved it so much that I said in the last episode, I'll say it again, it deserves repeating. Took them all to bed, put them all in his pillowcase. So
In the
that,
pillow.
like a giant with a key to get out of the prison. I couldn't ever play
Jack
with
in the
them.
fucking beanstalk. He's like trying to climb up to get the golden goose. I'm like, 3, 5, 4, from.
I had to put a feather by his nose so he would sneeze and I could grab out Triceratops, who was badass.
I'd wake up. I got like Muckman's face imprinted in my skull in the most painful of sleep. But I
Yeah.
slept like a baby knowing that he ain't playing with my shit.
I think I had Muckman.
You were Muckman. You
I
had
liked
Muckman.
Muckman, and know who I liked? I liked the Stingray guy, who I can't think of his name. right
Manta
now.
Ray.
Manta Ray was awesome. I loved
yeah.
him.
Manta-
I think that's when I got over, and I think you were like, "Damn, I should have had him."
Yeah, no, you got good Ninja Turtles, man.
I did have good Ninja Turtles.
You got
I
good
did.
Ninja Turtles. I was
Who
because you
had
know what?
Bebop? No Bebop Rocksteady?
We
Was
had
really good?
both, but I don't think we like
We
owned
didn't care
them.
for them.
I liked them.
What? We did on the cartoon, but we were more. See, this is the thing about Joe and Greg. we were more into characters that we wrote our own stories for. So like Bebop and Rocksteady, we were like, yeah, they're great
They're
on the cartoon,
established.
but we like to write our own. We like
They
our own
weren't.
story.
They definitely weren't like high priority. You know what happened in the comics? At some point, they had this book called The Mighty Mutanimals.
Yeah.
It was a split off from the Ninja Turtle comic, which was really fucking good, by the way.
Yeah.
And the Mighty Mutanimals was Manta Ray was the leader.
He was awesome.
There was some kind of leopard. Leatherhead was a
leopard.
good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just Mondo Gecko was the shit.
Came with a skateboard.
Oh, he was hard.
Yeah,
He had these
Mondo Gecko.
gnarly ass fucking braces and shit.
Yeah.
He was chill, and he was on that team, and they were like going to different dimensions and fighting people and shit. And I'm pretty sure Triceratons came in through Mutanimals because they're from like
Triceratops
Krang's
was from
world.
another planet. Yeah.
He's from Krang's world. They were like Krang.
That's right.
Oh, no,
Should've
who
did
he had
more
who was
research.
fucking sick?
Who?
Fucking
Please stop yelling
Trag.
at me.
Trag was fucking
General Trag? Was he a
I think
general?
Lieutenant Trag. He was a big ass rock man like fucking Thor.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Before Thor.
Before Korg, yeah.
Or Korg.
Korg is what I meant.
Korg.
He was
Thor?
Korg.
Did you say Thor?
Well, I said
said that.
from Thor.
Oh, from Thor. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let that slide.
He was Korg before Korg.
That's right.
Yeah, he was cool.
Drag was sick.
Real quick, top 3 Ninja Turtles. You have Ninja Turtles?
Of course.
We were because I remember my favorite Ninja Turtle. Which
Of the core 4? What are you like?
I think my favorite Ninja Turtle of the time was
Dr. Donatello.
We're gonna get into that. Yusaki Yojimbo. I think
He had
was his name.
a rabbit thing. If I could have buried that motherfucker,
know.
I would have. He would have left me alone with that motherfucker for 2 minutes. I
But he
would
ended
have.
up getting hot.
The
rabbit? Like, no, because I remember loving him as a toy, and then all of a sudden he got his own comic series.
No, Usagi Yojimbo is not a Ninja Turtle. He had his own comic series. He somehow got brought in.
Wait, what?
Usagi
He was
Yojimbo.
pre-Ninja Turtle?
No, I think it was parallel. Usagi Yojimbo was not created for Ninja Turtles. He's his own dude. They still
Come
have
on.
Usagi Yojimbo comics like now, if I
I
remember
thought
correctly.
that came from Ninja Turtle.
No, they brought
Was
him
that-
in because it was too obvious to not.
You got to look this up. But that's your job.
I love when you. I
Your
love.
job.
You know
I
what my favorite thing, Jose? You know what my favorite thing is?
my laptop's gonna explode.
When
No, on your phone.
when
yeah,
when
yeah,
I have
I'll
when
do
Greg doubts something, I tell him, and I'm right.
You're always right. You have a good memory.
Yeah, we don't got to
Um,
Google shit.
You don't want to. We don't have to Google it. Let's do a new Google policy.
He just
What
negged
we
you out of
say is
Googling.
right.
That's amazing.
He's Big Brother, and he controls. He has full control over me, and I can never do anything about it.
You're
fear
just
him.
you're just the exoskeleton. He's
Nothing
really,
I can
He's
do.
really Krang.
You cannot defeat. I cannot defeat his mind ways, dude. Let me tell you this, man. Classic, right? This
Yeah.
was. I think I want to say X-Men or Ninja Turtles. It was my birthday. I think my mom had like a good year, so she was like, "We're going to Toys R Us."
The sales quota.
She hit it at AC is what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what
She
happened.
hit that number.
Yeah, she fucking pulled a.
She got that. She got 21. She got a royal flush or some shit.
an ace she brought with her.
She goes, I'm getting every mutant in this motherfucker.
She cooked some dude.
She made it rain mutagen down on 121 Chester.
She goes, Greg, it's your birthday. Going to Toys R Us. It's supermarket sweep. You grab whatever. She's like, whatever, like get the Ninja Turtles. I think I had a bad year. Who the hell knows? And I go, okay.
10?
And then
10?
Joe,
Bad year,
Joe,
10.
who I don't even think came with us, somehow showed up at Toys R Us with a trench coat and a hat. He goes, hey, come here. I want to talk to you, kid. And I go, what's going on? And he goes, all right, here's what you can do. You're going to get this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. They're for me.
That's my cut off the top.
Yeah, you got to go. I just want to wet my beak.
You do a little something for me,
You
and
got-
I do something for you at some time in the future.
I take my take. Yeah. So
10-year-old Joe was just a crime boss.
Yeah.
dude.
This was listen to the math. The math was just solid. It's like you can get 10 and you give me 3, or I break all 10 of yours. So, if you look at it big picture, right?
You want one or you want none?
He's got 9 now, which is way better than 10 broken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there was a big ass lawn and I had a shovel.
Oh my.
So I remember we get on the line. This is like one of the great hero moments of my mom. Because I always forget, as much as Joe ruled with an iron fist,
Yeah.
Dale, she still was the emperor. Like,
Right.
she still ran.
Oh no, I still am in fear of the Dale.
The Dale.
The Dale.
The Dale, who
Yeah.
is
I have
just
no aspersions.
your mother.
This is my mother.
This is your mother. I just think it was important that we
The
explain
Dale.
that the Dale is your mother.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Which
Just have some
also,
context.
just a real quick aside, and I'm sorry to keep going, but
No, please keep going.
knowing that my mom's name was Dale, I always thought Dale was a woman's name. So growing up, not until I was 27 years old did I realize that Chip and Dale wasn't a gay duo. I thought it was. I mean, I'm sorry. That's opposite. I thought Chip and Dale was a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
I thought Dale
You thought
was a
it was like
female.
a
I thought they were
heterosexual couple.
A heterosexual couple. Then I found out they were a gay duo.
That's really
later.
funny.
Okay, so we're online. I get all the Ninja Turtles I want, and I go, Joe, is this is the one you wanted, right?
On purpose.
Did I? I don't think so. I
Look at
don't
that
think
face. Look in the fucking camera and tell me he didn't know. He went, did I?
Maybe. I don't think I did because I wasn't. I was very naive. I learned my ways from you, maybe, or maybe I had plans. Who knows?
Ah.
So I go, and then she goes, "Are one of these for Joe?" And I was like, "Well, all of these are for Joe." And she went, "None of these are for Joe." And I saw him go, "Ah!"
And I just turned to smoke.
Yeah.
I went, ah!
Yeah. And what's funny is it like
Foiled again.
none of it. That they were all going to the same house. Ownership meant nothing.
That's
but
so
it was
funny.
like,
Well,
It
but
meant
there-
something to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The line of demarcation, like right at the bed.
yeah. I also remember when I really fucked. I remember this one was in spite, and we'll get right back to Ninja Turtles. In spite, it was because you told me I can get all these, and Dad was like, "I'm gonna take you to get a GI Joe for your birthday, or whatever the fuck." And I remember I went. Joe said I couldn't get Alley Viper. I'm getting this Alley Viper.
I remember that.
And my dad didn't know of our plans, and you got him. And I went, I got Alley Viper, and you were furious. And I went, finally, I have power now. And I think you went, no, well, actually, he's mine now. He is mine by the way of my actions.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. the
Alley
blood
Viper was sick.
Alley
He was
Viper
orange. He
was.
had the shield.
Yeah, camo that works nowhere.
He had a face mask that I don't think had eye holes. But it was
No,
sick.
Target had that. It was a blast shield that would come down his face.
Right.
Target's my favorite.
He was orange with blue stripes, the Alley Viper.
Alley Viper was orange with blue stripes. He did have the mask, but it had eye holes in it. Did
It was literally the color that you make when you want to be seen. That was his camouflage.
Just a bright
He was the duck hunting Viper.
Yeah,
jeez.
He could only hide in the predator's vision.
Yeah.
That's the only way it makes sense.
Thermal vision.
Yeah, if he was being hunted by like German shepherds, he was fine because anything with any range of color vision, he was up Shit's Creek.
So, did you guys like the action figures from the movies though? Like,
No.
Okay, hold on. Hear me here. Hear me out.
Reza?
No, not that. No, I mean like the figures that came out of the like
The texture on the skin was cool. They
the
had, like,
third movie. I didn't. I don't like the
was
third
that
movie.
Turtles in Time or some shit?
That's the samurai movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I hated that one, but the
Was it
figures, I dug. I had a Raphael, the samurai Raphael, and that was like my favorite figure. And
I don't remember it.
there was
We
a,
were like OG. We were
right,
OG
no, you're talking about
Turtle
like the
guys.
cartoon. Yeah, the original.
The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
anything came off of the Cayman.
Came
Came
off.
This
out-
is
came
little-
out-
this is a
came
little
off-
alligator.
Came enough.
Yeah.
The original.
Who are your top three? Top three Ninja Turtles all time.
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead is badass. Came with a shotgun.
Leatherhead was a hard
Shotgun,
motherfucker.
Yeah. He was
Uh,
like hunched over.
The original Foot Clan
Foot soldier.
soldier, for
Yeah.
sure. I want number 3. I got to pick a good one.
Not Triceraton.
It's
'Cause
probably
you did love him.
Triceraton.
I felt like he was your
Triceraton.
number one.
Triceraton was badass. He had these two like machine guns in his hands, and they both
Sure.
had like a metal plate shield on the front.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was cool.
it was Leatherhead,
It's a
the
fucking
Foot Soldier.
Triceratops.
He was from a race of
badass.
Triceratops, and his buddy was Trag. Like Krang's,
Oh.
because Krang took over worlds in the other dimension. One of them was Rock World, where he got Trag from. The other one was Triceratops World, where they got the Triceratons from. That's where they came in. Like these were like Series 3.
Yeah.
But Triceraton, the original Leatherhead that was like hunched over
Mhm.
with the sawed-off shotgun and shit.
A
And,
weapon.
the
Just a
original,
straight up real weapon.
yeah, and the Foot Soldier, the original Foot Soldier, that was kind of like a deformed monkey ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just love that it was a gorilla with a bag on.
Yeah,
Did you? I mean, you probably know this, and probably people who know this. But isn't the Foot? You know where the Foot soldiers came from, right?
the
I
Foot
think we
Clan?
talked about it last time. It was like the crossover with Daredevil.
The opposite
Yeah.
of the hand.
The hand.
Yeah.
foot and the hand.
The
yeah.
hand. That's so crazy to me.
Well,
That's
well,
awesome.
that was
That is
when
one hell of a inside.
if
like,
you
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at like Eastman and Laird's like original Ninja Turtles, it just looks like Frank Miller's Daredevil, like
Yeah.
samurai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks like it's trying to be that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Jose, who are your 3 Ninja Turtles?
So, I loved the first Krang. The first Krang was
In
like,
that little wheelchair thing you had?
I loved it.
That
The little walker. It was
loved
sick.
it.
It
I
was
loved
cool.
it.
They didn't have enough money for the full body.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like, we can't produce
Yo.
an actual thing you want.
But
Here's
when
this.
they
I was like,
when they finally released the
big-
body,
the giant
people were
Krang?
like, ah!
The giant Krang was my number 2.
Yeah.
And I love my Raphael.
2 Krangs?
2 Krangs back to back, baby.
I
back to
respect
back.
the fuck out of it.
Back to back.
I
'cause
respect
that
it.
was. I remember I was like, oh,
fucking
I mean, it's
respect
good
it.
enough. It's a little brain. And then when they had the full set, I was like,
You did
was-
get it? You
of
got the big one?
course.
We didn't get the big one.
We never
That was
got
like the only
Android
thing I
Krang.
got for like 2 years. It was
Wow.
like here you go.
Hope you
Make
like
it last.
They re-released one like 4 or 5 years ago that some company put out, and it's
It's
like
probably Hot Toys.
It's like $300.
It's probably Hot Toys.
insane looking and awesome. It's
Yeah.
not Hot Toys. I forgot. I don't know, but
It's
who
one of those
really
crazy
cares?
expensive- yeah, you're
Google
right.
it if you
Yeah,
need it.
money is no object.
And who's number 3?
The Samurai Raphael.
Krang 3. It's the third Krang.
The new
Krang.
Krang. No, the Samurai from the movie. Even though the movie was
Arnim
garbage.
Zola. Sorry, what?
Armand Zola.
Arnim Zola?
Even if
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was picking up what you put down.
Yeah.
Even if the movie was trash, I loved the Samurai Raphael. I also had a flipping Donatello that I actually hated, but it was like
It was a grandma present.
Yeah, it was like
Thanks, Grandma.
Abuela came with the flipping
Abuela.
turtle.
Yeah, it was the first. It was the ones that like, it was a Donatello that did like a kind of he did like a cartwheel in the air, and but it was like the rest of the body was firm, like you couldn't pose anything else,
Ugh.
but you would click it sideways and it would go, and then it would flip,
Oh.
and you're like, I guess that's fun. 10 seconds. I want to throw this in the trash, and then I never did. But
Thanks
then
for this paperweight.
right, but over time, I was just like, I guess this is, and it grew on me like the Donatello. I hate
hear
it.
you.
I think I hate it. I think I'm talking myself out of it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 2 Krangs.
He
and
actually
Samurai
talked
Raphael.
himself into liking it for a while because they only
Yeah.
had the one Krang.
Just had it, yeah.
Who came out first, Arnim Zola or Krang?
Arnim Zola.
Right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy that you could have both two, like, face in the body
Yeah, but
villains.
Arnim Zola was like a robot head in the belly.
Sure.
Krang
not
was
just so weird.
actually Krang.
Yeah. I want phones down, please.
Yeah, hold on.
ADD. Doesn't matter how many fucking Adderall this guy takes.
ADD.
We're live on the air.
It's my Dungeons and Dragons team.
Good.
My
Yeah.
DM is texting me.
Yeah, why aren't they here?
So let me say this. I want to go with my 3. I have a hard time, and I think I want to be able to change.
Sure.
So I got to go with Manta Ray.
It's April O'Neil 3 times.
Yo.
That's why I'm not. We may be brothers, but we're not friends. Second one is so I think it's Manta Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
He was my favorite. Then I really did like the April O'Neil, but
April O'Neil in the wedding dress.
with the
No
real
love for Casey though, huh?
Oh, Casey
Jones'
Jones!
favorite. No,
Oh, put him in. Put him in mine.
Yeah.
who do I take?
You
Yeah.
have to have one. You have to remove one.
I'm really just,
Casey
yeah.
Jones was literally your favorite.
He was my favorite.
Yeah. How do you like go at everything else and not Casey
I'm like, let me
Jones?
get this straight. He wears a cool hockey mask. And he beats people with a hockey stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they nailed him in the
cool.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
forgot what
Which
his
in
name
my
is.
head is always the guy from SVU.
Yeah.
But it's not him.
It's not. It's fake him.
It's fake him.
It's not Christopher Maloney.
Yeah. Yeah. It should have been.
Yeah.
In fact, I think, Christopher Maloney was like, what is he, like 10 years later? Like,
Yeah. That guy, yeah. So I got to go Manta Ray. Muckman is up there. I did love
Muckman was sick though, and he had like a garbage can backpack. Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We get to do one more, and I want to do an honorable mention. Oh, my God. I know another favorite of yours that you forgot about.
Who?
Slash.
Oh, Slash 2. Fuck.
Remember Slash? He was the evil Ninja Turtle.
Oh, he was
had a
so
claw.
cool.
Oh,
is it the metal one, right? He wasn't kind of like
He had a
robotic.
spiky shell.
No, that's Chrome Dome.
I'm thinking.
No, that's Mecha Turtle.
Mecha
He's
Turtle.
one of my. He's definitely my number 3. Built by Donatello.
yeah.
Amazing.
Metalhead, right?
Metalhead.
Yeah,
that was his name.
Metalhead was
Metalhead. I want to do a quick aside
Okay.
from my childhood. I like to do
good.
disappointing childhood memories. That's a segment here
Yeah,
on the
let's-
podcast.
That's Greg's
where
work.
It's less of a
my
segment.
wheelhouse.
It's
less-
DeVito's corner for Cerebros. It's
less-
Greg's corner.
Greg's crying in the corner.
We got a cereal. I don't know if you remember this. It was like Corn Pops or something, and it was like you could win every Ninja Turtle ever made ever.
Oh, I
I
remember that.
remember this.
I do remember
I
that.
went, Mom, I need this cereal.
We had so much.
And my mom was like, okay, whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
because I'm going to win. And I was like, I'm going to win. And I was like, can I open it when I get home? And my mom was like, no, you can open it in the morning for breakfast. And I was like, well, I won. I had it in my head that I won this. Wake up the next morning, I run downstairs. Joe's just eating cereal. Eating the cereal. And I look at him and he goes, you lost, dickhead. Somehow, he never woke up earlier to me, I don't think. But somehow that
You
morning
know what it
he
was?
did.
It was something in my head was like, there's joy in the air. not for long.
What is that? I smell?
Super villain.
Yeah.
So I would go. Also, I would go Manta Ray,
He's gonna have 17.
Metalhead.
Okay.
Metalhead was cool, man.
I can't.
Who
think.
was the other robot? There was another robot that was like
Chrome
gold.
Dome? That was Chrome Dome.
Was it?
Chrome Dome. He had like
Gold
he
and
almost
black?
looked like a Cylon, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved him. No, there was a third robot. There was one with the little circular head.
Yeah, the black
I
and gold
loved him.
guy.
I want to say CeeLo, but it's not CeeLo.
CeeLo
Green?
Green?
CeeLo the rapper. Oh man, can we pull this up?
Yo, but if any rapper
looking.
was a Ninja Turtle, it'd be CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
I could see him getting down.
Oh, they should have did Celebrity Ninja Turtles.
Ah.
What the hell was that robot's name? Robot Ninja Turtle.
Metalhead is the only one that comes up.
Metalhead is the literal
Yeah.
robot Ninja Turtle.
Yes. And
Chrome Dome is a guy. Is Chrome Dome a bad guy? And
Chrome Dome was a bad guy.
And then there was a black and gold robot,
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of. I loved
like
him.
Ding Dong or some shit.
Yeah, he was like Ding Dong. Wingnut? Wingnut, I
No,
liked.
Wingnut and Screw Loose
Screw
were
Loose.
the mosquito
Oh, I
and the
love
little
them too.
mosquito. Oh.
Fugitoid? No.
Fugitoid!
Was it?
Yes.
Look up
Look it up.
Fugitoid. That's the
Fugitoid.
black and
This
gold
guy.
dude.
Let me see. Wait, give it to.
Hold on,
Give
it's
it. No, it turned. It turned.
It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. Now it's collector something.
Oh boy.
Fugitoid? I don't know.
Yeah, Fugitoid was him. Was one of them.
It was. I don't think that's who. Because I'm talking about. It was a good guy.
Fugitoid was a good
This
guy.
Fugitoid?
Yes, that was Fugitoid. Oh, he was awesome. But I also want to discuss. Oh man, I don't even know who my top 3 is. I can't make the decision.
I know you fucked me up with Slash and Casey Jones. I forgot them.
But I want to
How
discuss.
dare you forget about Casey
got it.
Jones? How
There-
dare you?
There was a guy there was a Ninja Turtle who his backstory was so fucked up. He was a guy it was like a glass bubble, and he just had body parts floating in water.
Mutagen Man.
Mutagen Man.
Yeah.
But his backstory was like,
He was a guy that like fell into mutagen.
and it ripped his body
Yeah,
apart.
and he just became a fucking.
Let me look it up.
A fish tank full of green slime.
Dude, it's so
it was just like
sad.
it was just like
It's
a
so heavy.
silently screaming skull in a goldfish bowl full of green slime.
Yes.
It's so metal.
Dude, I
Jesus
love this
Christ.
guy. Yeah, I love this guy. He was just like, you'd fill him with water, but he's like eyeballs floating around.
Oh God.
Oh, it was so fucked up.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
now
is
Could
it-
you
I
look
remember.
that up,
see?
Jose? Could you
Yeah,
look it up
Mutagen Man.
and look up the thing, and then we can discuss it?
Yeah, so fucked up.
It was like a horror story what happened to this guy. It's a goddamn eyeball floating around.
It's terrifying.
Baxter Stockman is in the Batman Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah,
Dude, the Batman Ninja Turtle movie
He's incredible.
is unbelievable.
I have not heard a single bad thing about it. I've only heard people go, "This is so fucking good."
Yeah.
It was laugh out loud fun.
Really?
Like, you know when you're just having such a good time,
Like,
that
it's so
you're laughing?
bonkers. It's so bonkers that you're like, I can't believe this is happening. Also, why is this so good?
It wasn't bonkers. It was serious enough for adults to be like, "This is awesome," but also in a childlike way that brings you back.
the
to
Shredder
this-
fight
Yeah.
Batman?
Yes,
Oh fuck.
so good. He fights him
God,
so
it's a dream.
fucking good.
That's a dream.
Yeah.
That's
Shredder
crazy.
versus Batman.
Shredder versus Batman
Stop.
is clutch.
They
Yes.
both. 10-year-old Jose is like, they both have the claws on their arms. Like that would freak me
Yeah.
out, you know. Ah,
Dude,
so
it's,
good.
I have it. I if you can sign into my Voodoo.
Let's just quit this.
What
Let's
the
just quit the
fuck is-
podcast. Let's watch it.
What the fuck is voodoo?
Voodoo? Yeah,
I do
it's-
Voodoo. I don't know.
I
how.
get- yeah.
Voodoo is like, it's like the service where you like you get like.
It used to be like
movies.
ultraviolet, and then it turned
Yeah,
into voodoo.
bullshit that is.
just-
Fucking God knows.
You know when like you get a DVD and it says it comes with a digital copy? That's
Yeah.
voodoo.
Cerebros not brought to you by Voodoo.
Yeah, not at all.
No
not
one
at all
cares.
endorsing voodoo.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Voodoo-
where I keep my
voodoo
movies.
can Go fuck
Um,
itself.
I'm sure. Yeah. So I think I would go with those three. Do you remember which ones I loved? I can't remember.
You just said
The
them.
rabbit, the
You
Man
saw
Ray,
Jimbo,
and the Garbage Man.
Man Ray. You didn't like Muckman that much.
I really remember loving him. I feel like.
Yeah, he was cool. One of his feet was like a manhole cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Someone
sick.
fell into that manhole cover
He's
because you
just-
walked around with it as a
The
foot.
thing is, if I remember, there was two guys that were piles of garbage. I think there was
Is that
Muckman,
possible?
and then I think there was another garbage
There
guy.
was a Garbage Man who I think was a Garbage Man.
Yeah.
I think he was a Garbage Man. There was also a giraffe at
Was
one
that just
point.
Duke the dumpster drove?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was also just like a psychotic pizza guy, remember? Like he had like a
Yes.
peg leg. And
That was late too. I feel like that came
he was,
later.
Yeah, he came at
That
the
should have
end.
been like the main villain for at least the first season, the
Yeah.
introductory villain, because they love pizza. It would have been
Yeah.
the ultimate plot twist.
That's when the cocaine started to wear off.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't know, man, a crazy pizza guy.
yeah,
We're still doing pizza shit? All right.
yeah.
Was there ever a shark guy?
There had to have been.
I don't know
I
that
think
there
you're thinking
was.
of Street Sharks.
I am, but I.
Oh, that's right. Remember all the knockoff bullshit that came out? It was the Street Sharks, the Battle Toads,
Yeah.
the Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from
Oof,
Mars.
They literally went. If Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a hit, throw Barnyard Commandos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Remember
just give them
Barnyard
any
Commandos?
animals. They'll just buy them all.
Kids
And
will
we
buy anything.
did.
We
bought
absolutely.
some, but they
Yeah,
didn't
but
have
you know what the
staying
thing was? It
power.
was like, look, we'll get Biker Mice from Mars, and they can fight the Ninja Turtles and the
Yeah.
Battle Toads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Ninja Turtles had their own Battle Toads. Remember, Shredder made Genghis Frog and
Genghis
Oh,
Frog,
Napoleon
So great.
Bona Frog,
Yeah.
Bona Toad.
What were the best vehicles? Let's rate the vehicles.
The blimp, come on.
The blimp was hard. The turtle van was hard.
I'm gonna throw one
was
at you that I know you're gonna
dope.
love, and I stole it from our cousin. We had a cousin, AJ, who he actually said he was like, you can have all of these, and I think he gave us a bunch of toys, or I stole them. I don't know. I was a thief when I was a
think
kid.
it was a kid.
I really was. I had a real problem when I was a kid. I would just steal from family members, people I love. It didn't matter. I was like, this is what I want. I'm taking it, and people love me, so I'll. But anyway, it was a big spider-like thing. It was a spider robot.
Was that Ninja Turtles?
It had to have been. Yeah, it was big, and it was like a spider. It was a.
Why would I have let you have that?
I don't know that we had it, but AJ had it. No, it's definitely a U toy.
That's definitely a
Just like
It
one
was
slip
awesome.
through
Can you
the
pull it up?
cracks.
Yeah, I wish we
Let me
could
get
pull
this
up for the
straight. You had a
videos.
I
giant
don't know how to pull
robot
it up,
Ninja
yeah.
Turtle? That's a
No,
spider?
it was a spider robot that would grab the turtles and go back
I
up.
that's starting to make some
Dude, it was. If you're listening to this podcast, you just have to be in front of a
Spider
computer
robot
so you can look this all
Ninja
up.
Turtle. Let's get it on the big screen.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Is that going to ruin our thing?
It
I don't
might.
know.
It'll probably slow down.
But it was awesome. No, you have to put in 80s after all this because they had so many incantation or 90s.
Wave 1.
Dude.
These are all New Jack ones. There's Metalhead. That's New Jack.
Because we're
Callie loved the new Ninja Turtles. Like, she loved these ones.
because we're going straight off of memory, we're probably missing so much great stuff. I love that the first thing that comes up for Metalhead, the Ninja Turtles one with missing a hand. Yeah, it was like one of the original. Remember what I loved too? Was the fucking drill. It was like a.
Oh, yeah. The Krang's
Yeah.
drill from underneath that
Yes.
drill tank.
It would come through the earth and come
Yeah.
out. And then G.I.
Yeah.
Joe did that. Everyone was like, oh, yeah, a giant.
That was a thing for a while. It would just like, we need a drill that comes through the ground and then surprises our enemies to drill underneath their base and
Listen,
come in.
the
Like, yeah.
science is airtight.
Yeah.
If you're going to attack somebody, you come from underneath.
Everyone came up with like a mole gimmick toy.
I'll tell you this, though. You do that, you are going to take out some power in a couple of blocks. You're hitting water lines. You're going through
You're like
some bedrock.
standing on top of your base. You're looking out, and you just see street lights going out, and shit. You're going, what the fuck is
Weight-bearing beams are
Yeah.
coming down.
Trees are falling over and shit.
Yeah.
I think we got something coming from below.
Yeah. What's that shaking? Yeah.
What other awesome... The party van was amazing.
Yeah,
And I always remember the
party
party van, the back of the box, it said, fits 4 or 8 if you squish them. And I was like, that's a great joke. I was thinking like, I'm going to squish them. They know me.
Yep.
The box writing guy got to sneak in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
He
party
got
van
free reign.
was awesome. I want to say it was I had it or it couldn't have
You
been
had
yours.
it.
'Cause
I
that
didn't
was like-
have it.
which is crazy because that's
That was
that's
one.
a
I think
big
that was
win.
one of your birthday things.
Yeah,
Because I remember
let you have
I
it.
remember not having it hard. I remember it
I don't
definitely not.
I remember
being
what toys
mine.
I didn't have.
Yeah,
that
I
you
remember definitely not being mine.
Yeah.
had.
And
The party van. What else? The pizza thrower was kind of awesome because it did shoot
Pizza
those
Thrower
pizzas
was sick.
so
It was just
fast.
weirdly shaped, and it had like one seat.
One
on it.
seat.
And you just
It's a
kind of like
giant
had to
gun.
sit on the outside of it,
Yeah.
and it was like.
Let me see if I can find that.
Then there's the
Ninja Turtles.
is it Tetradome? Why do I keep on saying calling
Tetradome?
it Tetradome? Why the
That was the
fuck am I-
Terrordome.
The
It's
Terrordome.
just called
Which-
the Terrordome.
which
I
is-
don't think it's called the Terrordome.
It's
Is
the
it?
Terrordome.
It had a big eyeball on the top.
Yeah.
It's
Terrordome.
eyeball missile time.
Oh no!
Oh no, not again.
That was some kid
Was that
snuck
the
down in the
movie?
sewers, and then he snuck into the Terrordome, and it was like this whole episode where like Krang and Shredder and the Foot Clan are trying to find this kid, and this kid's just like dicking around, and he breaks into like the pilot thing, and he's
my
onto the
God.
headphone, and Krang's like, "Why is there a kid running around?" And all of a sudden over the loudspeaker goes, "It's eyeball missile time!" And he presses a button, and Krang just goes, "Shit!" And the missiles are just shooting out. And
Frank literally goes, "Oh no!" And me and my brother, it's crazy. We both have the exact same
We
memory of that
scream
episode.
laughing. That was
We
the
were
height of
scream
comedy.
laughing at that episode.
Because Krang just deadpan as well goes, "Oh no!"
You and I haven't discussed that in probably 25 years.
Said at the exact same time.
The
We
exact
knew it.
same time it synced up.
Eyeball missiles, because there was literally a button that said
Yes.
eyeball missiles, and this dumb little kid goes, eh.
And it was the eyeball that you'd seen up there for so long.
Yeah,
You
you're
had
like,
no
what does
idea
that
it
even
was.
fucking do? It shoots missiles, apparently.
Ah, that's so funny.
TMNT. I got to put TMNT. I hate that I have to look this up because we have a tech guy who does nothing.
Sure.
The producer supreme.
Spider
Who's gonna
vehicle.
fry?
And it's just to show you.
I love that Jose's desktop is Iron Man's dick.
Almost. Yeah.
Man, I hate it because you can't, like, there's so many new things that it doesn't show me the old schools. God, I just want to show you this thing because it was so dope.
What thing?
This spider thing.
It's a vehicle or
Oh, my God. You remember what I had that was awesome? The Foot Cruiser. It was like an old Cadillac. And they would just be hanging out in that shit. This.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I had that. What is that? Is someone just on their phone? Joe's just answering phone calls.
Just got
and
a
he
phone
puts
call.
his ear
mid
to my
podcast.
headphone. What?
We'll get to it though.
That's not my phone making that noise.
I'm
I'm looking up Ninja Turtle shit, you fucking prick.
Oh, no. Oh, remember that awesome little, like, ski thing they had? It was like a jet ski. I'll just show you the picture. It was like a fun jet ski thing. We had this. I love that.
Oh, with the electric eels in the front.
Yeah.
Oh my
man,
God.
so many cool toys. So is this like a bad podcast because we're just talking
just-
from our memory?
Yeah.
And people just
No,
go,
this-
I don't remember any of this.
This is why people watch it.
Kids our age are like, yeah, and everyone else is like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck them. Let them all
The
burn in hell.
original.
I love that Ninja Turtles would just
That's
be
like there that was the beginning. The fucking beginning of the Ninja Turtle dog shit. We're like,
What?
yeah, we got a fucking space outfit on Donatello, and then
Yes.
it's like, and look, it's Dr. Michelangelo and
Pirate Michael. Yeah.
Oh.
It was like, what? They were like,
trash.
how are we going to sell these kids the same
They
shit
just
again?
kept putting lame ass fucking like Barbie outfits on these fucking dudes.
Here's Leonardo as a detective. Leonardo is a Dracula. And I bought everyone.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, Leonardo.
Oh, then there was this. That's right. There was this Samurai Leonardo, but
What?
that was
Well, explain it to the
before
microphone.
the movie.
That's the one I remember, Samurai Leonardo. He was like the comic version. The movie one I
I
don't
might be thinking
remember.
about the wrong thing. Oh, look at the blimp. And it's
The
all its
blimp
glory.
was awesome.
So fucking hard.
You had to blow it up with your own mouth.
This is what you were talking about before, right? This is the
Yeah. But that's not anything.
The foot ski.
Okay, we should move on maybe to something
fine.
less visual.
That's
If we could. Anything else on Ninja Turtles you want to talk about? Any other fun memories?
What was I thought I had something, but I guess I don't. I guess not.
Oh yeah, the movie was great. Remember we had to see it. I sat. In a
We
garbage
saw
can.
the Dale. That was another one of these things because every once in a while, the Dale would just want to be like
Come
super
through.
mom, and
Yeah.
she'd lose her fucking mind. And she knew,
we are going to this movie.
like, she knew that like we were like Ninja Turtle super fans.
yeah.
So like one day she was like,
Also, it came out like June 23rd or something. Which
Yeah.
was right around my birthday.
she was like, "There's a Ninja Turtle movie," and we're like, "Yeah, Dale, we know.
Yeah.
We're 9 and
children.
7.
That's
Like,
not our family thing.
Yeah, and she goes like this. Is it tonight? We're like, yeah, it's opening night. She said, all right, let's go. Get all your friends.
That's
And we're like, get all our what?
yeah.
We don't have friends.
There was like 6 of us.
Tim Weber, who's like
Yeah.
a killer. He's
Tom,
great.
Tom Bono was there.
Yeah, all
There
the
was
kids.
6 of us
Bonamite.
at the
Shout to Bonamite.
Franklin Theater in Nutley.
Yeah.
This fucking place was so packed. I was sitting on a garbage can.
Yeah.
On the thing, watching this friggin' thing. The Dale's there, like, yeah, look at me. I'm being great. And we're
Yeah.
all there. No one knows what the fuck's going on. Dale's just making it rain
Yeah.
in fucking Nutley.
Popcorn.
We
another-
all saw that movie.
Yeah, she hit another 21 on the
Yeah.
nose. And she's like, I got $300.
We're all
Let's
going
take
to the
these kids to a
movies.
movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Get in the car.
It was like it
50
was.
kids in a Ford Escort.
She'd work 23 hours a day. We wouldn't see
Yeah.
her for months at a time. She'd come home with a bag of money and go, "Guess what?
It's turtle time.
Yeah,
Rich bitch. Yeah, our mom was like a ER nurse, so
Yeah.
she would just do these like straight up like shifts,
It's a long shift. Yeah,
night
yeah.
shifts. We wouldn't see her, and we were
was like
raised
2
by
days,
this
something like that, right?
stepdad who was
This
who was
stepdad.
legitimate Sergeant Slaughter look-alike,
Yep.
act-alike. Loved us, but wild.
Yeah.
He was
Why-
a
why-
lot.
He was a lot. He was. He didn't understand things. Real quick, did I tell on this story the Transformer story or GoBot story?
Yes, you told it.
I did on this podcast.
did.
Yeah, the last episode
Well, we're going to be out of things to talk about in the
and the
third
first episode.
Yeah, it's just
And
good to give
it's
people
starting now.
flavor. flavor
That's
of
right.
our family, which I love. I love everyone, but it's fun. The 80s
It's
were
great.
wild. The
Oh
80s
my
were-
God.
The 80s were wild.
Yeah, the
times.
first movie was really good.
Yeah.
The second
Yes.
movie was when they started doing that dumb shit in the 90s where like movies were like, we know what the characters are, but fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like
they went way off script.
yeah, so like
way
in the
off
second
comic.
one,
They just created the
where
two.
there's like, okay, I remember going to, they're going to have 2 new mutants in the new one. I go, oh, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, do you know?
No, it's a fucking dog and another turtle because
Yeah.
It's a dog you've never heard of.
you didn't even try.
And a
Was
turtle
it
that looked
Ra-
fucking
it was
awesome.
like Reza and Fungool or
Yeah.
something.
Toka.
Toka
And Razor.
Razor.
R-A-H.
and then Super Shredder.
And Razor looked exactly like Slash, but they're like, you could just give us Slash.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
Buffangul.
Yeah.
We're giving you something else.
Fuck you. It was like that was at the same time. It was like, we're gonna make a He-Man movie. Yeah, it's got He-Man in it. Yeah, and who else? Fucking this furry circle. There's a snake robot, and everyone's going, "What the fuck are
And
you doing?"
They're from the future.
yeah,
or something.
And they come and they're like, and they come back to our time. What? And they eat ribs. What the fuck was that movie?
love ribs.
No, not Ninja. That was
Ribs?
the He-Man, the
Oh,
Masters of
yeah.
the Universe movie. It was just dumb shit. Was
Yeah.
just happening for no fucking reason.
Well, do you know the original Ninja Turtle movie? This is like a fun fact about Ninja Turtle movie. They the Ninja was the highest grossing independent movie like ever made at the time because it was technically an independent movie.
You know that was Jim
Nobody-
Henson, right? Those were Muppets.
Was it?
The original Ninja Turtle movie were Muppets.
Wow, yeah, no one wanted to do it. So this Miramax, I think it was like Miramax. I don't know if it was Miramax. They had
have
the
been
rights to it, and they did it, and that was like the movie that put them on the map. And that wasn't Miramax. It was something.
One of those.
And I think the second one was a studio film, or like they had just they were like they sold out.
They super sold out.
Coffee all over myself.
Yeah, but the first fucking Ninja
Also,
Turtles was awesome.
Super Shredder,
Yeah,
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
yeah, yeah.
Pre-Diesel Kevin
Yep.
Nash.
Pre-Diesel and pre-blown ACLs.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the Super Shredder, what a letdown.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How did
he like
die?
took one awkward swing with an arm, and then they dropped a dock on him or something.
No, yeah, he was a guy in
that
the
was
basement of the basement of the dock, taking out load-bearing beams and killed himself.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles didn't kill
They didn't
him.
even
He killed
fight
himself.
him. Well, remember in the first one, Splinter killed him with a nunchuck.
with a move, with a side
Shredder's
swipe.
like, oh, Shredder's gonna fight Splinter. Well, he's gonna use them claws. He's like, no, he's gonna use a spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did one charge, and Splinter's like, bye, bitch.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
fell in a garbage truck.
And then Casey Jones
Murdered him.
murdered him gruesomely.
Yeah.
Crushes him.
Crushed
right?
him
Yeah, crushed
with the lever.
Yep.
That is brutal way to die.
Casey Jones was a G.
He was a fucking.
He
was
should have
a
been
G.
brought up on charges.
Yeah.
That is not.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles like, yo, I think Casey just killed that.
Yeah.
Like, what? They're like, no, Splinter threw him off the building. No. He
no.
fell in the garbage truck. Oh, so he's
Then
fucking.
he
No,
pressed him.
Casey
He
did the
pressed
thing.
him.
Yeah.
He's in. That's.
think he
just
ate-
back.
I
Then
think
he was
he
just
ate
back. Yeah.
Then he was just back.
Then Casey got in the truck and went somewhere.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what the fuck happened.
Clearly went to Staten Island.
Yeah.
I just see Splinter's be like, Casey, next time you want to kill someone, maybe don't do it in front of my children. It's like, they're teenagers.
Splinter
murdered him.
Yes. Splinter's like, oh look, that's crazy.
Yeah, Casey's
I went to school with that guy.
I literally did it into a thing of garbage so he could.
It was
get
soft.
knocked out.
It was supposed to be a metaphor.
We did classic knocked out syndrome.
Yeah.
This is a fucking cartoon. Garbage is soft. You don't crush him in a hydraulic press.
He's supposed to
look away. Look away.
He's supposed to wake up 4 hours from now and not know who he is anymore.
Splinter turns around. No, don't look. He's fine. Go home, turtles and pizza. Yes.
Meanwhile, Casey Jones is
Ooh.
like, "What? I thought you wanted to get rid of this guy."
And what was the Shredder's crimes?
Trying to kill Splinter.
Villainy.
Well,
Random
no, he
villainy.
started a gang
Yeah.
of
children.
children that robbed stores.
Yeah, just gave him
Basic
jobs.
B&E.
Yeah.
I don't know if that deserves the
Low
death
le-
penalty.
Low-level larciny. Yeah.
Sure, he tried to beat up
Usually
the
in
turtles.
situations like that, Shredder was probably fucking one of those kids, right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, a lot of them
Let's
probably.
You
Yeah.
think about like hindsight, like it's a little bit of a Wonderland situation.
I would say controversial.
Wow.
controversial.
Hot take.
Yeah, hot take. But also,
But also, he definitely was. He definitely was.
he built him a
grooming them.
half pipe
Yeah, you only build a half pipe for a
to
kid
get
if
the
you're
full
trying-
pipe.
Yeah.
Second,
Yeah!
second joke of the show.
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you get the award. That goes up there with. Put him in pajamas. We'll call him sleeping.
Yeah, we got to put that
Remember
up.
Tatsu? Tatsu was like Shredder's like number one. He was that hard, one of those
Oh, the
hard ass
Asian guy.
Japanese dudes that was like whenever you needed a hard ass, he
Yeah.
like came in. He's like, hold it up, Gah! And then the Foot Clan would all run in behind him,
Right.
And then Tatsu would throw the smoke bomb.
Yeah, he
Tatsu
was
was hard.
He
See,
was.
that was at a time where like every movie or every show had like a really cool
Hard Asian.
henchman.
Oh, yes.
Just a henchman.
Yeah.
Like
Like
Bob.
even like
Bob from Batman.
Batman. Yes.
Bob.
But he
was like
wasn't hard. He was kind of a little weirdo.
I dug him though.
Yeah,
I
he's
had the
weird.
figure. I had
Oh
the Bob
no,
figure.
he was sick. Don't
He
get
had
me
the,
wrong.
he had the hat. He
Great
was,
leather
yeah,
jacket.
Boss.
He had a
Oh, my
bomber
God.
jacket.
Bomber jacket.
They all had
Love
like the
them.
bomber jacket, and they
Black
had
bomber
Joker
jacket.
They had the Joker patch, but it was like one of the real DC artists
Yeah.
did
Designed
the-
it.
Yeah.
Super cool.
He had the hat. He had the weird hat.
I
and then
just
he-
put
Yeah.
Party
The long
Man
hair.
in my Prince playlist. I
There
found
you
it.
go.
It's on there.
You
Yeah.
found Prince?
No, I found the Batman song
Oh, yeah.
by Prince, Party Man. I found it, and I put it in my... Why would I tell that story?
It was great. So what were you saying? I interrupted you 100 times.
I was just saying that was around that time where like everyone had
You needed good
cool
henchmen.
henchman.
Yeah.
I just love that the
And the
90s and
figures.
80s were so full of cocaine.
Oh
They were
my-
just like,
it
shit was crazy.
everywhere.
we're doing live action Batman. He's going to blow people up with a bomb. And
Yeah.
fuck it. Prince
Jo-
is doing the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Joker's gonna pull out a gun that's 7 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah.
And take out an airplane. It's great.
Yeah, that was also the Batwing.
One
got
bullet.
Yeah,
The
that was
Batwing
just a little
by
disappointing
a
for
handgun.
such a badass fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
Joker's like, nice plane, bitch.
I know that. That's like you've been writing for 23 hours straight. And you're like, how's he take this thing out? Fuck it. He just shoots.
Joker's
him.
got a big gun. I don't know.
Can it just fly up
see
and
my
just
kids?
Can it just fly up and just do the symbol in the moon and then come back
Of
down?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gremlins would have been a good crossover for the Ninja Turtles. Well, they're too small, I guess.
Yeah.
You can take those out with a bat. I had this discussion, a little aside real quick.
Sure.
Let's do horror for a second.
Okay.
I want to go into some 80s horror. We were talking about better, because Child's Play just came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, we weren't in a Child's Play house. Because Child's Play, you can take him out with a broom. That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
You just, like, if the fucking Chucky's coming at you, you get a broom. You can, or one of those old classic dog net.
Do you know what movie we used to watch?
Don't
we used
you
to
do-
a horror movie that we used
Don't
to
you bring it
watch
up.
that used to scare the
Don't you
shit out of
dare.
us. Shocker. You remember Shocker?
Oh, yes. Shocker scared the shit out of
We
me.
used to watch this movie
Fred,
Shocker.
What were you thinking of?
Okay, well, let Joe finish,
All right,
and I'm going to
that's
tell you another
I
traumatizing
remember-
moment from my brother.
Tim Weber's
Tim Weber.
house
And I
is
love
where
Tim
we
Weber.
saw
He was great.
this movie Shocker. This guy's on death row. He makes a deal with some kind of voodoo god, but he's a white guy. But the voodoo god's like, hey, no problem. I'll give you the power. They put him in the chair. They electrocute him. He turns into a ghost and then just starts murdering people.
Sounds awesome.
Horace Pinker was the name
wow.
of Shocker.
Wow.
That movie was fucking scary.
Yeah, see, it wasn't
That's
scary
for a
for
kid.
me because I sat behind everyone and closed my eyes and just covered my ears. So for 2 hours I sat
good.
there and everyone thought I was watching the movie, but really I was like casually
Humming to yourself.
Humming to myself so I couldn't hear or see the movie. I was terrified of scary movies growing up.
Sure.
And Monica, our sister, and Joe, Monica, this wasn't a Joe thing. Joe had his own ways of doing this, but Monica would laugh at me because I was scared to watch Predator.
That's
'Cause
great.
Remember I was scared to watch Predator that time?
Oh, I remember.
And I know, and it was. But let me tell you this. I want to pivot for a
Sure.
second. We're downstairs in the basement watching movies, and Joe goes, this movie's not too scary. It was called Night of the Comet. And, do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
You made me watch this movie, Night of the Comet. It was like a comet comes and it makes everyone crazy and everyone starts killing each other or something.
All right.
all the machines come to life.
I remember that. Oh my
Jesus
God! And I'm going to
Christ.
pivot into something else, and you know where I'm going. The door opens, and it's like a man with a knife. I started crying. This one, but I'm sorry. This story is not interesting enough as compared to Belial.
Oh,
I think that freaked both of us out.
Basket Case fucked me up.
Basket Case was this movie about a guy who has like a Siamese twin, but it's not fully developed.
Ah.
It was like a head that kind of grew out
With
and they-
like hands coming out the side of its face and shit.
they cut it off, and it came.
Well, what
alive
happened
and
is the
started killing
kid doesn't
everyone.
want him to cut it off. The kid is like boys with it. So like one day they like pull him out of his bed and they take him into like a surgery. I'm pretty sure it's like in an ambulance outside the house.
Yeah.
They forcibly remove it, and I don't know what the fuck they do. Long story short, the thing comes back and the kid keeps it in a basket and it like starts murdering people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's the physics aren't.
Don't check out.
Yeah.
And if you go back, it's probably not as scary. It's probably like much cheesier now.
Yeah.
But it fucked. I mean, I remember looking at Joe. I remember we would be sleeping, and Joe would go, Belial.
That's all I had to do was say the
Belial.
name.
And I would go, now I'm up. Now I'm up. Now I'm up for the rest of the night. Thank you.
Belial.
I used to get scared of you just saying, Belial. Belial.
Oh, my God.
Basket Case. Google. Oh, what a fuck. Don't Google it on your own time. Don't
I
you
will.
pull that up
Yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah, no,
I
thank
don't know
you.
if I'm ready for it anymore.
No, thank you.
Belial. And I think think they did like 7 basket case movies.
Yeah, it turns out there's like 15 of them. And he
Yeah.
there's a point where Belial finds like a girl Belial and they fuck and have babies.
Baby Belials.
Baby Belials.
Baby Belials.
Baby Belials.
Get a Greek set of cans on Baby Belial. Oh, remember those? I'm trying to think of those other scary. Predator was such an awesome movie, though. We don't have to talk about Predator, but
Yeah, Predator's great.
First
I remember having to the first time I saw. I mean, we're talking about scary movies. It's not really a scary movie, but the first time I saw Jurassic Park, I remember.
Bitch, don't even finish.
Hold
this
on,
story.
it's so bad. I remember.
Can you pick up that penis that fell out of your pants?
I remember my mom brought me to go see Jurassic Park. I was super pumped to see Jurassic Park, and then it wasn't even the T-Rex. It was not the Dilophosaurus, the one with the neck.
The Dilophosaurus.
That scene freaked me out.
Really?
So bad.
You're also younger than us.
Yeah, I'm a little bit younger. But I remember just watching this like, yeah, this is great. My mom's like, do you love this? You love this? I'm like, yeah, it's great. And then the Dilophosaurus was like, we have to leave.
Mom, I've seen enough.
Yeah, she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know. I don't like it. And she was like, okay, let's go.
There's nothing better than a terrified kid trying to be rational.
totally
I just,
I love it.
I don't like it. I don't think I like it.
Mom, I think this might not be for me.
Yeah.
It's like, meanwhile, he's shit
Oh.
is pouring out of his butt onto the pants. He is urinating and crying.
Dude, my hands were shaking. Hold on. This is how my mom makes it up, though. So my mom goes, okay, let's leave. We'll watch it. I'm like disappointed in myself. I'm like, oh man, we gotta go.
What?
We gotta go. I'm sorry, Ma. I know you really wanted to watch that movie. She's like, no, I took you weirdo. Like, so she's like, that's okay. I'll take you to another movie. So, kind of similar to the Dale. A few weeks later, she goes, all right, Pa, we're gonna go to the movies. What movie? Hot Shots Part 2. Hot Shots Part 2. And I'm like, oh, this movie's great. Then there's like a hardcore sex scene in it. And my mom.
That. I remember watching that. It's not like real sex, but as a kid it was.
It's like ridiculous. I'm like, this is awesome. My mom goes, we have to leave. So we left it early again.
We're going to see this other one. What is it? It's Cruel Intentions.
I was just like, why is this the movie? Like, why is this the makeup?
You just go from movie to movie looking out. You go from Jurassic Park to Wild Things.
Was so excited.
I thought this was about the dinosaurs and the boy. And
yeah. Oh my
That's
God,
so funny.
much worse. I'm sitting there like, this is awesome. My mom's like, we're leaving right now. Just 30
Hell
minutes
yeah,
into the movie.
Mom.
So,
smoking.
If to tag on to a terrified child trying to be rational,
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. That's where I was going to
my
go.
mom used to take us to
Don't
Wild
you
One,
dare.
right?
How are you going to tell this story?
This kid.
I hate
Greg,
this. Don't you dare tell this story. I
is-
knew he was going to tell this story.
This is the #1 make fun of Greg story in the family. This is
They
it.
ruined my life with this story.
This is the
They ruined my life.
This is the gem on the crown.
Don't you dare.
Of making fun of Greg. So he was scared of all the rides.
I was
right?
scared of all the rides, all the movies.
all the fucking rides. So like, they're like, so my mom goes, "You think Greg would like the log flume?" And I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking, and all I see is a giant yellow piss stain coming down. I go, he'd like the log flume for sure.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the log flume comes down that big ramp, right? Yeah. But when it comes down, it goes to a cave.
No, wait, pause. Let me pause. I
Yeah.
want to add something to this. Okay. Joe then says, hey, you're going to come on the log flume with me, right? And I go, I don't know. And he goes, it's this ride over here, and points to this, like, pooly thing that is clearly for 5-year-olds that goes around in a circle. And I'm like, oh, I could do that.
No. Don't give me my fucking credit. So the log flume comes down the big thing, and it goes in a cave, and it comes out of a cave, and it just kind of like floats in a circle.
Yeah, sure.
So I wait till it comes down. I go, see, it's just you go in that big goofy log, and you go in that cave, and there's
Yeah.
lights in there.
Yeah.
And he goes, and that, okay, that's all he knows. He goes, yeah, I think I could do that. Right? So I'm like, Ma, he's in. Let's go. Quick. Yeah, sorry. So I get it's me. It's Monica. So Greg is behind me. Monica's in front of me because she had brass balls.
Monica wasn't
the
on
size.
it, was
Yeah,
she?
she was. She had brass balls the size of watermelons.
This was just you and me on
Monica's in front of me. Greg's behind me, and then I think George is behind him.
No, George, they were watching from a side.
Okay. So anyway, we go in and we're floating around, and I'm gonna explode. Okay, because I know it's coming, and I'm like, oh yeah. And Greg's looking, and we bouncing around, and Greg's like, all right, okay, I
can
got
do this. This is
I'm
all
gonna float
right.
up. So all of a sudden, we start going up, the tuk, 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 right? And I feel it. I feel the heat on the back of my neck, and I look back, and there's Greg going like this. just looking around like this, and then we get maybe halfway, and I feel a little tap. He goes, "Hey, I'd like to get off now."
I said, I think I'm gonna get off this.
He goes, he legitimate. I turned around. He goes, "I'm gonna get off." Like
Pause. I go. Pause. I go. I think this isn't for me. I think I'm gonna go ahead. You guys are having a great time.
Ice cold.
You have a
Just
good
like-
time.
Just like,
But I'm gonna go ahead and get off this thing.
there was nowhere
You
to
guys-
get off.
There's nowhere to get
He's
off.
standing up. I'm like grabbing him. Like now I'm like shit. I'm like, no, you can't get off. He's like, I'm gonna get
Screaming. You're screaming.
off. He goes, I'm gonna get off. I'm like, you can't come off. I'm out of just like scream laughing. We go
My
down.
little sister.
We go down the thing. I turn around. He's got hands. He's crushing the metal going.
Saying this part. Why are you saying this part? Also, not talking to the microphone.
We're scream laughing.
Joey's dying. Just dying.
He's in the back.
Stop it. He's doing a visual joke. Yeah, I was screaming. I was going, no. I was screaming.
No. Swinging back and forth like a fucking psych
Let me
patient.
tell the rest. Let me tell the
my
rest of the
God.
story. Stop screaming into the microphone.
Oh,
Now it does 2 loops. It does 2 rounds, right? So you go
Oh
up
my
once, and you
God.
go up around. But we pass where the line is, and I go, well, I'm getting off. And that was already too much for me.
Mid-ride.
Mid-ride, I take my seatbelt off, and I start climbing out of the. I start climbing out of the log flume onto the like it was like the boardwalk, and the guys called a manager like, I don't know, one of them got loose. I don't know how this kid's climbing out of the log flume. They have to shut the ride off, come grab me, and they were supposed to do 2 loops. They only did 1 because I was like, well, I'm this really isn't for me. And I climbed out of the log flume, and they made fun of me for the rest of my life for being scared of the fucking thing. But they knew I didn't like rides.
Great. And now
no, we did. I did it on purpose.
Now it's alive.
I didn't like rides, but I will say that Disney World, we went to Disney World, and this was like a big ticket thing, right? So we did this was like how you got to do. Actually, the first ride I did was with you. We were in Great Adventure, and it was you and all your friends, and it was Batman. And you were like, yeah, you're going on this thing. I'm done with you being scared.
Right.
He goes, it's 45 seconds. Just be off of it. And I was like, and I just kept telling myself, and that's how I got over it. I was like, oh, I'll just, I don't want to go. I don't want to go, but I won't talk about it. We get on Batman. That was the first ride I ever did.
Was that the stand-up one, sort of like that? You're hanging there a little bit with your
yeah,
feet.
it was Batman the ride. And I was like, and we had such a good time. Because you were the king of making me get over those fears. Yeah. You were also the king of throwing me into a 8-foot pool, being like, he'll figure out how to swim. Someone will, and then literally threw me in and then picked me up on my hair and go, he's not drowning now. And he would let go and then go, figure out how to swim again. And like, that's how I learned how to swim. That's how I learned how to get rides.
I was there and I was timing. I was going 1, 2, breathe, and go.
Yeah. Taught me how to swim by throwing me in the deep end.
The deep end.
Made me get on all the rides.
Swims
And
like
that's
a
how I
fish
like
now.
rides.
Yeah,
I'm a
now-
great swimmer
It's
and,
like a
and I
shark.
love
Now
rides.
you're the most healthy man in all of Queens.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
That's a great place to end. We're at 57.
Agreed.
Anybody have anything to say?
We think are all scarred children.
Yeah. What do you do your Twitter handle, Joe?
My
That's
Twitter
right.
handle is @JSS13, and Instagram is @666JSS.
Hilarious.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, what a
It's great.
psychopath. Mine is a big shiny sun and 2 scoops of raisins. And Joe's is black mouth pouring blood with darkened eyes. Just 2 different sides of the coin.
yeah.
Mom had like 2 different children.
Yeah, yeah.
Who were also exactly the same. I'm Greg F. Stone on Instagram and Greg Stone _ on Twitter.
Yep.
Check out the Rad Dudecast as well. And Jose, what about you, buddy?
Just at Hovacane on Instagram and Twitter. I'm
It's like
working
your
on a
old-
new one.
It's like your old
I gotta get
AOL.
rid of it. Yeah, it seriously is my old ARL. It's like AOL. It's terrible. You should say
Hovacane.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Like cocaine
Yeah.
and like
Or
Hova.
Novocaine, but
Oh,
that's fine.
Nova. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
that's
fine.
Except with Hova.
Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Please subscribe and like the podcast.
Tell your friends about
Tell
us.
your
We have
friends.
Cerebros podcast at Twitter, right?
Oh, yeah. What's the Twitter, Jose?
And Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Joey, what, is it Cerebros
I think
official?
it's
Is
at
it
Cerebros Pod or podcast.
It might be. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
We're doing this terribly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, it's fine. Cerebros Pod.
We'll put it.
It'll
down
be in the
below
description.
Here.
It'll be
if
in
you
the
want to
description.
find it, you'll
It'll be-
find it.
yeah.
But it'll be in the description. Also, but it really means a lot to us if you rate the podcast That does well for us. And hit subscribe, even if you don't want to listen more.
Yep.
We're just trying to get some.
It's on Apple
We're just trying to make a
Podcasts.
lot of money.
It's on Castbox. We're trying to
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Castbox, which
it's
is
on
my fave.
Castbox, right?
Great.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Cerebros.